when shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain?
When the hairy belly is done, when the battle's lost and won.
That will be ere the set of sun.
Where the place?
Upon the heath.
There to meet with Macbeth.
Fair is foul, and foul is fair. Hover through the fog and filthy air.
What bloody man is that? He can report, as seemeth by his plight, of the revolt, the newest state.
Hail, brave friend! Say to the king the knowledge of the broilers, thou didst leave it.
Doubtful it stood, as two spent swimmers that do cling together and choke their art. Merciless McDonwall from the western isles, of kerns and gallow glasses is well supplied. But all's too weak for brave Macbeth. Well, he deserves that name. Disdaining fortune with his brandished steel, which smoked with bloody execution, like valor's minion carved through his passage till he faced the slave, which ne'er shook hands nor bade farewell to him, till he unseamed him from the nave to the chops, and fixed his head upon our battlements.
Oh, valiant cousin, worthy gentleman.
Mark, King of Scotland, Mark, no sooner justice had with valor armed compelled these skipping kerns to trust their heels, the Norwegian lord began a fresh assault.
Dismayed not this our captains, Macbeth and Banquo?
Yes, as sparrows, eagles, or the hair of a lion. Oh, but I am weak. My gashes cry for help.
So will thy words become thee as thy wounds. They smack of honor both. Go, get in surgeons. Who comes here?
Worthy Thane of Ross.
What a haste looks through his eyes.
God save the king.
Whence camest thou, worthy Thane?
From Fife great kings, where the Norwegian banners flout the sky and fan all people cold. Norway himself with terrible numbers, assisted by that most disloyal traitor, the Thane of Cawdor, began a dismal conflict, till that Bellano's bridegroom, our hero Macbeth, lapped in proof, confronted him with self-comparisons, point against point, rebellious arm against arm, curbing his lavish spirit. To conclude, victory fell on us.
Yea, a great happiness. No more that Thane of Cawdor shall deceive our bosom interest. Go, pronounce his present death, and with his former title, greet Macbeth.
This shall be done.
What he hath lost, noble Macbeth hath won.
From car bombs to gun attacks. The warmer by
Honey, how unlikely are some terrorists and criminals?
A drum, Macbeth doth come. The weird sisters, hand in hand, coasters of the sea and land. Thus do go about, thrice to thine and thrice to mine, and thrice again to make up nine. Peace! The charms man gone.
So foul and fair a day I have not seen.
What are these? So withered, so wild their attire, they seem not like the inhabitants of the earth, and yet are on it. Live you? Or are you aught that men may question? You seem to understand me by each at once your choppy fingers laying upon his skinny lips.
And speak if you can, what are you?
All hail Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Glons!
All hail Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor!
All hail Macbeth, that shalt be king hereafter.
My good sir, why do you start and seem to fear things that do sound so fair? My noble partner you greet with present grace and great prediction of noble having and royal hope that he seems racked withal. To me you speak not. If you can look into the seeds of time and see which grain will grow and which will not, speak them to me, who neither beg nor fear your favors nor your hate.
Hail!
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 Lesser than Macbeth, and greater.
Not so happy, yet much happier.
Thou shalt get kings, though thou be none. So all hail Macbeth and Banquo.
Banquo and Macbeth, all hail!
You say you are perfect speakers, tell me more. By Sinel's death I know I am Thane of Glons, but how of Cawdor? Say from whence you owe this strange intelligence, or why upon this placid heath you stop our way with such prophetic greeting. Speak, I charge you!
The earth hath bubbles as water hath, and this is of them. Whither have they vanished?
Into the wind, and what seemed corporal melted as breath into the wind. Would they had stayed.
Were such things here as we do speak about? Or have we eaten on the insane root that takes the reason prisoner?
Your children shall be kings.
You shall be king.
And Thane of Cawdor win it not
Did say himself to it in words. Who's here?
The king hath happily received, Macbeth, the news of thy success.
We are sent to give thee from our royal master thanks.
And for greater honor, he bade me from him to call thee Thane of Cawdor, in which addition, hail, most worthy Thane, for it is thine.
What can the devil speak true?
so. The Thane of Cawdor lives. Why do you dress me in borrowed robes?
Who was the Thane live yet? But treason's capital confessed and proved to have overthrown him.
Lams and Thane of Cawdor. The greatest is behind. Thanks for your pains. Do you not hope your children shall be kings when those that gave Thane of Cawdor to me promise no less to them?
That trusted home could yet enkindle you unto the crown besides Thane of Cawdor. But 'tis strange, and oft times to win us to our harm, the instruments of darkness tell us truths, win us with honest trifles, only to betray us in deepest consequence. Cousins, a word, I pray you.
Two truths are told as happy prologues to the swelling act of the imperial theme. I thank you, gentlemen. This supernatural soliciting cannot be ill, cannot be good. If ill, why hath it given me earnest of success commencing in a truth? I am Thane of Cawdor. If good, why do I yield to that suggestion whose hard image doth unfix my hair and make my seated heart knock at my ribs against the use of nature? Present fears are less than horrible imaginings. My thought, whose murder yet is but fantastical, shakes so my single state of man that function is smothered in surmise, and nothing is but what is not.
Look how our partner's wrapped.
If chance will have me king, why chance may crown me without my stir. Come what come may, time and the hour runs through the roughest day.
Worthy Macbeth, we stay upon your leisure.
Give me your favor. My dull brain was wrought with things forgotten. Let us toward the king. Think upon what had chanced, and at more time the interim having weighed it, let us speak our free hearts to each other.
Very gladly.
Till then, enough. Come, friends.
His execution done on Cawdor.
I spoke with one that saw him die who did report that he very frankly confessed his highness's treason, deployed his pardon, and let forth deep repentance. Nothing has led became him like believing it.
There's no art to find the mind's construction in the face. He was a gentleman on whom I built an absolute trust. Oh, worthiest cousin! The sin of my ingratitude even now weighs heavy on me. Only I have left to say, more is thy due than more than all can pay.
The service and the loyalty I owe in doing it pays itself.
Oh, yeah. I have begun to plant thee, and will labor to make thee full of growth. Noble Banquo, thou hast no less deserved, nor must be known, no less to have done so. Let me enfold thee and hold thee to my heart.
There, if I grow, the harvest is your own.
Oh, my plenteous joys, wanton in fullness, seek to hide themselves in drops of sorrow. Son, kinsman, thanes, and you whose places are the nearest, know that we will establish our estate upon our eldest, Malcolm, whom we name hereafter the Prince of Cumberland. Which honour must, not unaccompanied, invest him only, but signs of nobleness like the stars shall shine on all deservers. From hence to Inverness, and bind us further to you.
I'll be myself the harbinger and make joyful the hearing of my wife with your approach. So humbly take my leave.
My worthy Cawdor.
The Prince of Cumberland. That is the step on which I must fall down or else overleap, for in my way it lies. Stars, hide your fires. Let not light see my black and deep desires. The eye winketh the hand, yet let that be which the eye fears when it is done to see.
True, noble Banquo, he is full so valiant, and in his commendations I am fed. Oh, it is a banquet to me. Let's after him whose hair has gone before to bid us welcome. It is a peerless kinsman.
Looking for quite the game.
They met me in the day of success, and I have learned by the perfectest report they have more in them than mortal knowledge. When I burned in desire to question them further, they made themselves air, into which they vanished. Whilst I stood wrapped in the wonder of it, came missives from the king, who all hailed me Thane of Cawdor, by which title before these weird sisters saluted me, and referred me to the coming on of time with, "Hail, king that shalt be." This I thought good to deliver thee, my dearest partner of greatness, that thou mightst not lose the dues of rejoicing by being ignorant of what greatness is promised thee. Lay it to thy heart, and farewell. thou art, and Cawdor, and shalt be what thou art promised. Yet do I fear thy nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Thou wouldst be great, art not without ambition, but without the illness should attend it. Hie thee hither, that I may pour my spirits in thine ear, and chastise with the valor of my tongue all that impedes thee from the golden round which fate and metaphysical aid doth seem to have thee crowned withal. What is your tidings?
The king comes here tonight.
Thou art mad to say it. Is not thy master with him?
So please you, it is true. Our Thane is coming.
Give him tending. He brings great news. The raven himself is hoarse that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements. Come, you spirits that tend unmortal thoughts. Unsex me here, and fill me from the crown to the toe, top full of direst cruelty. Make thick my blood, stop up the access and passage to remorse, that no compunctious visitings of nature shake my fell purpose. Come to my women's breasts, and take my milk for gall you murdering ministers. Come, thick night, and pall thee in the dunnest smoke of hell, that my keen knife see not the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the dark to cry, hold, hold. Oh, great glums, worthy Cawdor. Greater than both by the all-hail hereafter. Thy letters have transported me beyond this ignorant presence, and I feel now the future in the instant.
Oh, my dearest love. Duncan comes here tonight.
And when goes hence?
Tomorrow, I see purposes.
Oh, never shall some that morrow see. Oh, your face, my vein, is as a book where men may read strange matters. To beguile the time, look like the time. They're welcome in your eye, your hand, your tongue. Look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it. He that's coming must be provided for, and you shall put this night's great business into my dispatch, which shall, to all our nights and days to come, give solely sovereign sway and masterdom.
We will speak further.
Only look up clear. To alter favor ever is to fear. Leave all the rest to me.
This castle hath a pleasant seat. The air nimbly and sweetly recommends it unto our gentle sense.
This guest of summer! Ah, the gentle hunting month that doth approve by its beloved masonry! Ah, the heaven's breath smells wooingly here.
See, our honored hostess! Oh, the love that follows us sometime is our trouble, which still we thank for love. Herein I teach you how you shall bid God ill thus for your pains, and thank us for your trouble.
All our service, twice done and then done double, we're poor and single business to contend against those honors deep and broad, wherewith your majesty loads our house.
Fair and noble hostess, we are your guests tonight. Give me your hand, conduct me to mine host. We love him highly and will continue our graces towards him. By your leave, host.
If it were done when 'tis done, then 'twere well it were done quickly. If the assassination could trammel up the consequence and catch with his surcease success, that but this blow might be the be-all and the end-all here. But here, upon this bank and shoal of time, we jump the life to come. But in these cases, we still have judgment here, and that we but teach bloody instructions which, being taught, return to plague the inventor. This even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poisoned chalice to our own lips. He is here in double trust. First, as I am his kinsman and his subject, strong both against the deed. Then, as I am his host, who should against his murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, but only vaulting ambition which overleaps itself and falls on the other. Come now, what news?
He has almost supped. Why have you left the chamber?
Have he asked for me?
No, you not. He has.
We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honored me of late, and I have bought golden opinions from all sorts of people, which would be worn now in their newest loss, not cast aside so soon.
Was the hope drunk wherein you dressed yourself? Hath it slept since, and wakes it now to look so green and pale at what it did so freely? From this time such, I account thy love. Art thou afeared to be the same in thine own act and valor as thou art in desire?
Prithee, peace. I do all that may become a man. Who dares do more is none.
What beast was then to make you break this enterprise with me? When you durst do it, then you were a man. And to be more than you were, you would be so much more the man. I have given suck, and know how tender 'tis to love the babe that milks me. I would, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from its boneless gums and dashed the brains out, had I so sworn as you have done to this.
If we should fail.
Fail? But screw your courage to the sticking place and will not fail. When Duncan is asleep, whereto the rather shall his day's hard journey soundly invite him. His two chamberlain will I with wine and wassail, so convince that memory the warder of the brain shall be a fume, and the receipt of reason of Limbeck only. When in swinish sleep their drenched natures lie as in a death, what cannot you and I perform upon the unguarded Duncan? What not put upon his spongy officers who shall bear the guilt of our great well?
Will it not be received when we have marked with blood those sleepy two of his own chamber, and used their very daggers if they have done it?
Who dares receive it other, as we shall make our griefs and clamors roar upon his death?
I am settled, and bend up each corporal agent to this terrible feat. Away, and mock the time with fairest show. False face must hide what a false heart doth know.
Rolling hills and the green grass between my toes. Oh, I will wait for another day while I bathe in the blood of my foes. Well, the bastards come and the bastards go, and they fall to the sword of the strong. So I bathe myself in bastard blood to the sound of Simon's song. To the sound of Simon's song.
goes the night, boy?
The moon is down, I have not yet heard the clock.
Oh, and she goes down at
12.
12.
Changes later, sir.
Oh, a heavy sentence weighs upon me like lead, and yet I would not sleep. The merciful powers restrain in me curves and thoughts which nature gives way to in repose. Oh, who's here?
My friend.
What, not yet at rest. The king's abed. He hath been in unusual pleasure this evening, and sent forth great largesse to your offices. I, dreamt last night of the three weird sisters. To you they have shown some truth.
I think not of them. But when we can entreat an hour to serve, we would spend it in some words upon that business, if you would grant the time.
At your kindest leisure.
If you shall cleave to my consent when 'tis, it shall make honor for you.
So I lose none in seeking to augment it, but keep my bosom franchised and allegiance clear? Huh, I shall be counseled.
Good repose the while.
The light to you, sir.
Go bid thy mistress. When my drink is ready, she strike upon the bell. Get thee to bed. Is this a dagger which I see before me? The handle toward my hand. Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou not, fatal vision, sensible to feeling as to sight? Or art thou but a dagger of the mind, a false creation proceeding from the heat oppressive brain? I see thee yet, in form as palpable as this which now I draw. Thou marshalest me the way that I was going. And such an instrument I was to use. Mine eyes are made the fools of other senses, or else worth all the rest. I see thee still, and on thy blade and dudgeon gouts of blood which was not so before. There's no such thing. It is the bloody business which informs thus to mine eyes. Now, over the one-half world, nature seems dead, and wicked dreams abuse the curtain sleep. Thou sure and firm set earth, hear not my steps, which way they walk for fear. Thy very stones prate of my whereabouts, and take the present harm from the time which now suits with it. Whilst I threat he lives, words to the heat of deeds, too cold breath gives. I go. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell which summons thee to heaven or to hell.
That which hath made them drunk hath made me bold. What hath quenched them hath given me fire. Hark. Peace. It was the owl that shrieked, the fatal bellman that gives the fatal good night. He is about it. The doors are open and the surfeited grooms do mock their charge with snores.
Who's there? Oh!
Alack, I am afraid they have awaked and 'tis not done. The attempt and not the deed confounds us. I laid their daggers ready, he could not miss him. Had he not resembled my father as he slept, I had done it. My husband.
I have done the deed. Didst thou not hear a noise?
I heard the owl scream and the crickets cry. Did not you speak?
When?
Now.
As I descended?
Aye.
Hark! This is a sorry sight.
Foolish thought to say a sorry sight.
There's one did laugh and sleep, and one cried murder, that they did wake each other. I stood and heard them, but they did say their prayers and address them against your sleep.
These deeds must not be fought after this way. It will make us mad.
Methought I heard a voice cry, sleep no more. Macbeth does murder sleep, the innocent sleep.
What do you mean?
And still it cries, sleep no more to all the house. Glamis hath murdered sleep, and no more. But Caldor shall sleep no more, Macbeth shall sleep no more.
Who was it that thus cried? My worthy thane, to unbend your noble thoughts, to think so brainsically of things. Go get some water and wash this filthy witness from your hands. Why did you bring the daggers from the place? They must lie there. Go. Carry them and smear the sleeping grooms with blood.
I'll go no more. I'm afraid to think what I have done. Well, done again I dare not.
Infirm of purpose, give me the daggers. The sleeping and the dead are but as pictures. 'Tis the eye of childhood that fears a painted devil. If he do bleed, I'll smear their faces with all, for it must see their guilt.
Whence is that knocking? How is it with me that every noise appalls me? What hands are here? Oh, they pluck out mine eyes. Will all great Neptune's ocean wash this blood clean from my hand? No. This my hand will multitudinous seas incarnadine, making the green one red.
My hands are of your color, but I shame to wear a heart so white. There's a knocking at the south entry. Retire me to our chamber. A little water clears us of this deed. How easy is it then? More knocking. Get on your nightgown, lest occasion call us and show us to be watchers. Be not lost so poorly in your thoughts.
To know my deeds, 'twas best not know myself. Awake, Duncan, with thy knocking. I would thou couldst.
Here's a knocking indeed. Man reporter of Hellgate, he should have old turning the key. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there in the name of Beelzebub? Ah, here's a farmer who hanged himself in the expectation of plenty. Come inside. Have napkins enough about you. Here, you'll sweat for it. Knock, knock. Who's there in the other devil's name? Ah, faith. Here's an equivocator who could swear in both the scales against either scale, who committed treason enough for God's sake, yet could not equivocate to heaven. Oh, come in, equivocator. Knock, knock, knock. Liver and quiet. What are you? This place is too cold for hell. I'll devil porter no further. I had thought to have let in some of all professions that go the primrose way to the everlasting bonfire. Anon, 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 anon. Preacher, remember the porter?
Was it so late, friend, ere you went to bed, that you do lie so late?
Faith, sir. We were carousing to the second cock, and, drink, sir, is the great provoker of 3 things.
What 3 things does drink especially provoke?
Marry, sir, nose painting, sleep, and urine. Lechery, sir. It provokes and unprovokes. It provokes the desire, but takes away the performance.
I believe drink gave thee the lie last night.
That it did, sir. In the very throat of me.
Is thy master stirring? Our knocking has awakened, and here he comes.
Good morrow, noble sir.
Good morrow, both.
Is the king stirring, worthy thane?
Not yet.
He did command me to call timely on him. have almost slipped the hour.
I'll bring you to him.
Does the king hence today?
He does. He did appoint so.
The night has been unruly. Where we lay, our chimneys were blown down. And as they say, lamenting was heard in the air. Strange screams of death clamored the livelong night. Some say the earth was feverous and did shake.
'Twas a rough night.
My long remembrance cannot parallel a fellow to it.
Oh, horror, horror, horror! Tongue nor heart cannot conceive nor make thee!
What's the matter?
Confusion hath made his masterpiece. Most sacrilegious murder hath broke out the Lord's anointed temple, and stole thence the life of the building.
What is it you say? The life?
Mean you, His Majesty?
Do not bid me speak. Sing and speak yourselves. Awake, awake! Ring the alarm bell! Murder and treason! Banquo, Malcolm, awake! Shake off his downy sleep, death's counterfeit, and look on death itself! Ring the bell!
What's the business that such a hideous trumpet calls to parley the sleepers of the house? Speak! Speak!
Oh, Banquo, our royal master's murdered!
Whoa, alas! What, in our house?
Too cruel anywhere! Dear dope, I freely contradict thyself and say it is not so!
Had I but died an hour before this chance, I had lived a blessed time. For from this instant, nothing is serious immortality. All is but toys. Renown and grace is dead.
What is amiss?
You are, and do not know it. The spring, the head, the fountain of your blood is stopped. The very source of it is stopped.
Your royal father's murdered.
Oh, by whom?
Those of his chamberers, it seemed, had done it. Their hands and faces were all badged with blood. So were their daggers, which unwiped we found upon their pillows.
They stared and were distracted. No man's life was to be trusted with them.
Oh, yet I do repent me of my fury that I did kill them.
Wherefore did you so?
There lay Duncan, his silver skin laced with his golden blood, and his gashed stabs looked like a breach in nature for ruin's wasteful entrance. There, the murderers steeped in the colors of their trade, their daggers unmannerly breached in gore. Who could refrain that had a heart to love, and in that heart, courage to make love known?
Oh, help me, yes!
Look at the lady. And when our naked frailties are hid, which suffer in exposure, let us meet again to discuss this more than bloody piece of work. Fear and scruples shaken us, and in the great hand of God I stand, and thence against the undivulged pretense to fight against treasonous malice.
And so do I!
And so, let us briefly meet and put our manly readiness in the hall together.
Well,
Detective!
What will I do? I'll not consort with them. To show an unfelt sorrow is an office to which the false man does easy. I'll to England. This murderous shaft that shot hath not yet lighted, in the safest ways to avoid the aim. This warrant that theft was steals itself, for whom there's no mercy left.
Thou sees the heavens as troubled with man's act, threatens his bloody stage, that clocked his day, and yet the dark night strangles the traveling.
'Tis unnatural, even like a deed that's done.
On Tuesday last, a falcon, towering in her private place, was by a mousing owl hawked at and killed. And Duncan's horses and thing most strange and certain turned wild in nature, broke their stalls, flung out, contending against obedience as they would make war with mankind.
'Tis said they ate each other.
They did so, amazement of mine eyes that did look upon it.
Here comes the good Macbeth. How goes the world, sir, now?
Why? See you not?
Isn't it known who did this more than bloody deed?
those that Macbeth hath slain.
Alas the day.
They were suborned. Malcolm, the king's son, is stolen away and fled, which puts upon him suspicion of the deed.
Against nature still, then 'tis most like the sovereignty will fall upon Macbeth.
He is already named and gone to Scone to be invested.
Will you to Scone?
No, cousin, all to Fife.
Well, we will thither.
Well, may you see things well done there. Adieu! Lest our old robe sit easier than our new.
God's benison go with you and to those who would make good of bad and friends of foes.
41%.
Shocking revelations.
Thou hast it now. King, card or bronze, all as the weird women promised. And yet it was said, it should not hold my posterity, but that myself should be the root and father of many kings.
Here's our chief guest.
If he had been forgotten, it had been as a gap in our great feast.
Tonight we hold a solemn supper, sir, and I'll request your presence.
Let your highness command upon me to the which my duties are, with a most indissoluble tie, forever knit.
Ride you this afternoon.
Aye, my good lord.
We would have else desired your good advice at this day's council, but we'll take it tomorrow. Is it far you ride?
As far, my good lord, as will take up the time twixt this and supper.
Fail not our feast.
My lord, I will not.
We hear our bloody cousin is bestowed in England, not confessing his cruel patricide, filling his hearers with strange invention. But of that tomorrow, hie you to horse, adieu! Goes Fleance with you.
Aye, my lord. My time is called upon us.
I wish your horses swift and sure of foot, and so I do commend you to your backs. Farewell. Let every man be master of his time till 7 tonight. To make society the sweeter welcome, we'll keep ourselves till supper time alone. While then, God be with you. Sirrah, a word with you. Attend those men our pleasure.
They are, my lord, without the palace gates.
Bring them before us. To be thus is nothing but to be safely thus. Our fears and Banquo stick deep. There's none but he whose being I do fear. He chid the sisters when first they put the name of king upon me and bade them to speak to him. Then prophet-like, they hailed him father to a line of kings. Upon my head they placed a fruitless crown and put a barren scepter in my grip, no son of mine succeeding. If be so, for Banquo's issue have I filed my mind. For them the gracious Duncan have I murdered to make them kings, the seeds of Banquo kings. Rather than so, come fate into the list and champion me to the utterance. Who's there? Was it not yesterday we spoke together?
It was, so please your highness.
Well then, now both of you know Banquo was your enemy.
True, my lord.
You made it known to us.
So is he mine. And in such bloody distance that every minute of his being thrusts against my nearest of life. And though I could, with bare-faced power, sweep him from my sight, and bid my will avouch it, yet I must not. For certain friends that are both his and mine whose loves I may not drop, but wail his fall, who I myself struck down. Thence it is that I to your assistance do make love, masking the business from the common eye for sundry weighty reasons.
We shall, my lord, perform what you command us.
Thou our lives are ready.
Your spirit shine through you. Within the hour at most, for it must be done tonight. And with him, Fleance, his son, that keeps him company, whose absence is no less material to me than is his father's, must embrace the fate of that dark hour. Resolve yourselves apart. I'll come to you anon.
We are resolved, my lord.
It is concluded. Banquo. Thy soul's flight, if it find heaven, must find it out tonight.
How now, my lord? Why do you keep alone? Of sorriest fancies your companions making, using those thoughts which should indeed have died with them they think on. Things without all remedy should be without regard. What's done is done.
We have scorched the snake, not killed it. She'll close and be herself, whilst our poor mouse remains in danger of her former tooth. Here we will eat our meal in fear, and sleep in the affliction of these terrible dreams that shake us nightly. Better to be with the dead. Duncan is in his grave. After life's fitful fever, he sleeps well. Treason has done his worst. Nor steel, nor poison, malice domestic, foreign levy, nothing can touch him further.
Come on, gentle, my lord. Sleek o'er your rugged looks. Be bright and jovial for your guests tonight.
So shall I, and so I pray be you. Apply your remembrance to Banquo. Present him eminence both with eye and tongue. Unsafe the wiles that we must lave our honors in these flattering streams, making our faces visards to our hearts, disguising what they are.
You must leave this.
Oh, full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife. Thou knowest Banquo in his Fleance lives.
But in them nature's copy's not eternal.
There is comfort, yet they are assailable. Then be thou jockeyed. There shall be done a deed of dreadful note.
What's to be done?
Be innocent of the knowledge, dearest Chuck, till thou applaud the deed. Thou marvelest at my words, but keep thee still. Things bad begun make strong themselves by ill. So prithee, go with me.
But who did bid thee join with us?
Macbeth?
He needs not our mistrust.
Then stand with us. The west yet glimmers with some streaks of day, and near approaches the subject of our watch.
Hark!
Give us a light there! Ho!
'Tis he!
Yes, it does usually, so all men do. From hence to the palace gate maketh their walk.
A light! A light statue!
Oh, it will be rain tonight.
Let it come down!
Mayest thou revenge?
There's but one down.
The sun is fled.
We have lost the best half of our fare. Well, let's away and say what has been done.
Backhanded, you're not getting out of it what you need to get.
You know your own degree. Sit down. At first and last, the hearty welcome.
Thanks to your majesty.
Ourself will mingle with society and play the humble host. Our hostess keeps her state, but in best time we will require her welcome.
Pronounce it for me, sir, to all our friends, for my heart speaks, they are welcome.
Thanks to the lady.
See, they encountered thee with their hearts' thanks. Be large and mirth. Anon, we will drink a measure the table round. There's blood upon my face.
Tis banquet then.
Is he dispatched?
My lord, his throat is cut. That I did for him.
Thou art the best of the cutthroats. Yet it is good that did the like for flails, and thou didst, thou art the non-peril.
Well, my, good my lord, Fleance escaped.
Then comes my fit again. I had else been perfect. But now I am cabined, cribbed, confined, bound into saucy doubts and fears. But Bagel safe.
Aye, my lord. Safe in a ditch he bides, with 20 trenchant gashes in his head.
Thanks for that. Get thee going.
My royal lord, you do not give the cheer.
Sweet remembrancer. Now, good digestion, weight on appetite, and health on both.
May it please your highness, sit.
Here had we now our country's honored roof, were the grace person of our banquet present.
His absence, sir, lays upon his promise. Please it, your highness, won't you grace us with your royal company?
The table's full.
Here is a place reserved, sir.
Now where?
Here, my good lord. What moves your highness so?
Which of you have done this?
What, my good lord?
Thou canst not say I did it! Never shake the glory locks at me!
Gentlemen, rise. His highness is not well.
Sit, worthy friends. My lord is often thus, and hath been from his youth. I pray you keep seat. He will again be well. If much you note him, you will offend him and extend his passion. Feed and regard him not. Are you a man?
Aye, in a bold one that dare look on that which might appall the devil.
Oh, Harper, stop. This is the very beating of your fear. This is the air-drawn dagger you said let you darken. Oh, these flaws and starts. Why do you make such faces? When all's done, you look but on a stool.
Friendly, see there? Behold, look! Lo, how say you? Why, what care I? If thou canst not, speak too!
Quite unmended folly.
If I stand here, I saw you.
Why the shame?
Blood hath been shed ere now. The time has been that when the brains were out, the man would die, and there an end. But now they rise with 20 mortal murders on their crowns and push us from our stools. This is more strange than such a murder is.
My royal lord, your noble friends do lack you.
I do forget. Do not muse at me, my most worthy friends. I have a strange infirmity, which is nothing to those that know me. Come, love and health to all, then I'll sit down. Give me some wine. No, fill full. I drink to the general joy of the whole table. And to our dear friend Banquo, whom we miss. When he were here, to all and him we thirst, and all to all.
Our duties and the pledge.
Avaunt! And quit my sight. Let the earth hide thee. Thy bones are marrowless, thy blood is cold. Thou hast no speculation in those eyes which thou dost glare with.
I think of this, good peers, but as a thing of custom. 'Tis no other, only it spoils the pleasure of the time.
What man dare I dare? Approach thou like the rugged Russian bear, the armed rhinoceros, or the Hyrcan tiger. I'm gonna take any shape but that, and my firm nerves will never tremble. Or be alive again, and dare me to the desert with thy sword. Hence, horrible shadow, unreal mockery, hence! Why, so, being gone, I am a man again. Pray sit still!
Have broken the mirth, displaced it with much admired disorder.
Can such things be and overcome us like a summer's cloud without our special wonder? You make me strange, when now I think you can behold such sights and keep the natural ruby of your cheeks.
What sights, my lord?
I pray you speak not. He grows worse and worse. Questions enrage him. At once, good night. Stand not on the order of your going, but go at once.
Good night and better health attended.
A kind good night to all.
It will have blood, they say. Blood will have blood. What is the night?
Almost at odds with morning, which is which?
How sayest thou that Macduff the nicest person at our great bidding?
Did you send to him, sir?
I hear it by the way, but I will send. Tomorrow I will to the weird sisters. More shall they speak, for now I am bent to know by the worst means the worst. I am in blood, stepped so far that should I wade no more, returning were as tedious as gore.
You lack the nature of all seasons. Sleep.
Come, will to sleep. My strange and self-abuse is the initiate fear that wants hard use. We are yet but young indeed.
Sporadic sniper fire continues to be heard.
A high-altitude spy drone.
Other small bats still roam the city.
Bedtime. Could you describe the potential threat that might exist out there?
My former speeches have but hit your thoughts, which can interpret farther. Only I say things have been strangely born. The gracious Duncan was pitied at Macbeth, married he was dead, and the right valiant Banquo walked too late, whom you may say, if it please you, Fleon's killed, for Fleon's fled. Men must not walk too late.
But peace. For from broad words, and because he failed his presence at the tyrant's feast, I hear Macduff lives in disgrace. Sir, can you tell where he bestows himself?
The son of Duncan, from whom this tyrant holds the due of birth, lives in the English court. Thither Macduff has gone to pray the holy king upon his aid, that with the help of those we may again give to our tables meat, sleep to our nights, all of which we pine for now. This report hath so exasperated the king, he prepares for some attempt of war.
Sent he to Macbeth?
He did.
Some holy angel, fly to the court of England and unfold his message ere he come. And a swift blessing we soon return to this, our suffering country under a hand cursed.
I said my prayers with him.
Gathering dozens of fugitives, no
Thrice the brindle cat hath mewed.
Thrice and once the hedge pig whined.
Coffee or Christ, 'tis time, 'tis time.
Round about the cauldron go. In the poison entrails throw. Toad, that under cold stone days and nights have 31. Sweltered venom, sleeping got. Boil thou first in the charming hot. Double, double, toil and trouble. Fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Fillet of a penny snake. In the cauldron boil and bake. Eye of newt and toe of frog. Wool of bat and tongue of dog. For a charge of powerful trouble. Like a hell broth. Boil and bubble.
Finger of birth, strangled babe, ditch delivered by a dram. Make the gruel thick and slack. Add thereto a tiger's chaldron for the ingredients of our cauldron.
Double, double, toil and trouble. Fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Cool it with a baboon's blood. Then the charm is firm and good.
By the pricking of my thumb, something wicked this way comes. Open locks, whoever knocks.
How now, you secret black and midnight hags? What is it you do?
A deed without a name.
I conjure you by that which you profess. However you come to know it, answer me. Even till destruction sicken, answer me to what I ask you.
Speak.
Demand.
We'll answer.
See if that I'd rather hear it from our mouths or from our masters.
Call them. Let me see.
Come high or low, thyself in off this deathly show.
Tell me, thou unknown
He knows I not, hear his speech, but say thou not.
Whate'er thou art, for thy good caution thanks, thou hast harked my fear already. But one word more.
He will not be commanded. Here is another more potent than the first.
If I had 3 ears, I'd hear.
Be brave, bold, and resolute. Lack the scorn, the power of man, for none of woman born shall harm Macbeth.
Then live, Macduff, what need I fear of you? But yet I'll make assurance double sure and take a bond of fate. Thou shalt not live. What is this? That rises like the issue of a king and wears upon his baby brow the round and top of sovereignty.
Listen,
But
speak not to it.
You lie in metal, proud and take no care. You chase, repress, trim, sorrow and harm. Macbeth shall never vanquish thee, till great Burnham Wood, to high Dunsinane Hill, shall come against him.
Well, that will never be. Who can impress the forest? Bid the tree unfix his earthbound root. Oh, sweet bone mince good. Yet my heart throbs to know one thing. Tell me, if your art can tell so much, shall Banquo's issue ever reign in this kingdom?
Seek to know no more.
I won't be satisfied. Deny me this, and an eternal curse fall on you. Let me know. No.
Show.
Thou art too like the spirit of Banquo down, and thy crown does sear mine eyeballs, and thy hair, thou other gold-bound brow is like the first, a third is like the former. Filthy hags, why do you show me this? A fourth, start eyes. What? Will the line stretch out to the crack of doom? Another yet. A seventh, I will see no more. And yet the eighth appears who bears the glass which shows me many more. Horrible sight! For now I see is true. For the blood bolter Banquo smiles upon me and points at them for his. What is the soul?
Aye, sir. All this is so.
Where are they? Gone. Let this pernicious hour stand. I am in the calendar. Come in without there.
What's your grace's will?
Saw you the weird sisters.
No, my lord.
Came they not by you?
No, indeed, my lord.
Infected be the air whereon they ride. And damned all those that trust them. I did hear galloping of horse. Who was it came by?
'Tis 2 or 3, my lord, which bring you word. Macbeth has fled to England.
Fled to England.
Aye, my good lord.
Time. And thou anticipates my dread exploits. The fighting purpose never is overtook unless the deed go with it. From this moment, the very firstlings of my heart shall be the firstlings of my hand. The castle of Macduff I will surprise. Seize upon Fife. Give to the edge of the sword his wife, his babes, and all the unfortunate souls that trace him in his line. But no more sights! Where are these gentlemen? Come bring me where they are.
More bombs are identified. Crimes against civilians.
Building next to
What had he done to make him fly the land?
You must have patience, madam.
He had none. His flight was madness. When our actions do not, our fears do make us traitors.
You know not whether it was his wisdom or his fear.
Wisdom? To leave his wife? To leave his babes, his mansion, and his titles in a place where once himself does fly? He loves us not.
My dearest cousins, I pray you school yourself, but for your husband, he is noble, wise, judicious, and best knows the fits of the season. I dare not speak much further. Take my leave of you. I shall not be long, but I'll be here again. Things at the worst will cease, or else they climb upward to what they were before. My pretty cousin, blessings upon you.
Father he is, and yet he's fatherless.
I'm so much a fool. Should I stay longer, it would be to my disgrace and your discomfort. I take my leave at once.
Now God help thee, poor monkey. so unsanctified where such as thou mayst find him?
He is a traitor.
Thou liest, thou staggered villain!
What? You egg. You young fry of treachery. Well, the bastards come and
Let us seek out some desolate shade, and there weep our sad bosoms empty.
Let us rather hold fast the mortal sword, and like good men bestride our downfallen birthdom. Each new morn, new widows howl, new orphans cry, new sorrows strike heaven on the face, that it resounds as if it felt with Scotland.
This tyrant whose sole name glistens our tongues was once thought honest. You have loved him well. He hath not touched you yet. I am young, but something you may deserve of him through me, and wisdom to offer up weak, poor, innocent lamb to appease an angry God.
I am not treacherous.
But Macbeth is. Angels all bright, but praise fell. With all things found was where the breath of grace, yet grace was still excelled.
I have lost my hopes.
Chance even there would find my doubts.
Bleed, bleed, poor country. Great tyranny, lay thou thy basest shore, for goodness dare not check thee. Wear thou thy wrongs, but tidily is afeared. Fare thee well, Lord. I would not be the villain that thou think'st, for the whole space that's in the tyrant's grasp, and the riches to boot.
Be not offended. I speak not as an absolute fear of you. I think our country sinks beneath the yoke. It weeps, it bleeds, and each new day a gash is added to her wounds. I think with all this there would be hand to lift for my right. But here even now, where I shall tread upon the tyrant's head, wear it on my sword, my poor country shall have more vices than it had before. By him that shall succeed.
What should he be?
It is myself I mean, in whom I know that when the particulars of vice so grafted are opened, Black Macbeth will seem pure as snow.
Ha! Not in the legions of horrid hell can come a devil more damned in evils to top Macbeth.
Were I king, I should cut off nobles from their lands, desire his jewels in this other's house, and the more hag be his sauce, to me hunger more, to forge quarrels unjust against the good and loyal, destroying them for wealth.
This avarice hath been the sword of our slain kings. But fear not, Scotland have foisons to fill up your will of your mere own. All these are portable, with other graces weighed.
But I have none. The king becoming graces, such as justice, verity, temperance, stableness, devotion, patience, courage, fortitude. I have no knowledge of them, but is bound to a division of each several crime, acting in many ways. Nay, had I power to put the sweet milk of concord into hell, confound all universal peace, uproar the universal unity.
Oh, Scotland, Scotland.
If such a man be fit to govern, speak. I am as I have spoken.
Fit to govern? No, not to live. O nation miserable, an untitled tyrant, bloody scepter. When should thou see thy wholesome days again? Thy royal father was a most sainted king. Fare thee well. These evils thou repeatst upon thyself have banished me from Scotland. O my breast, thy hope ends here.
Macduff! This noble passion Half from my soul wiped the black scruples, and reconciled my thoughts to thy good truth and honor. Devilish Macbeth, by many of these trains, has sought to win me into his power. But God above, deal between thee and me. For here and now I speak mine own attractions, and here the taints and blames laid upon me. What I am truly is thine, and my poor country's to command. Whither indeed, before thy here approached England, with 10,000 warlike men, already at a point setting forth, and now all together, and the chance for goodness be like our warranted quarrel. Why are you silent?
Such welcome and unwelcome things at once, 'tis hard to reconcile. See who comes here!
My countryman, but yet I know him not.
My ever gentle cousin, welcome hither.
I know him now. Good God, the times removes the means to make us strangers.
Sir, amen.
Stand Scotland where it did.
Alas, poor country, almost afraid to know itself. It cannot be called our mother, but our grave. The dead man's knell is there, scarce asked for who, and good men's lives expire before the flowers in their caps.
What's the newest grief?
That of an hour's age doth hiss the speaker. Each minute teems a new one.
How does my wife?
Why, well.
And all my children too?
Well, too.
The tyrant is not battered at their peace?
No, they were well at peace when I did leave them.
Be not a miser of your speech, how goes it?
When I came hither to transport these tidings, I saw the tyrant's power afoot. Now is the time of help. Your eye in Scotland would create soldiers and would help our women fight to doff their dire distresses.
Be it their comfort, for we are coming thither. Gracious England hath lent us 10,000 men.
I could answer this comfort in the like. I have words that would be howled into the desert air where hearing should not latch them.
What concern they? The general cause? Or is it due some single breast?
No mind that's honest, but in it shares some woe, though the main part pertains to you alone.
If it be mine, keep it not from me. Quickly, let me have it.
Let not your ears despise my tongue, which shall possess them with the heaviest sound that yet they ever heard.
I guess at it.
Your castle is surprised. Your wife, babes, savagely slaughtered. And to relate the manner we're on the quarry of these murdered deer, at the death of you.
Merciful heaven, give sorrow words. The grief does not speak, whispers to our heart, and bids it break.
My children, too?
Wife, children, servants, all that can be found.
I must be from thence. My wife killed too.
I have said.
Be comforted. Let us create medicines of this great revenge to cure this deadly grief.
He has no children. All my pretty ones. Did you say all? Oh, heaven, all. What? All my pretty chickens and their dam in one fell swoop?
Dispute it like a man.
I shall do so. But I must also feel it as a man. I cannot but remember such things that were most precious to me. Did heaven look on and would not take their part? Sinful Macduff, they are all struck for thee. Not as I am, not for their own demerits, but for mine. Thou slaughter on their souls. Heaven rest them now.
Be this the whetstone of your sword. Let grief convert to anger, blunt not the heart, enrage it.
Oh, gentle heavens, cut short all intermission. Front to front, bring thou this fiend of Scotland and myself. Within sword's length, set him. If he scape, heaven forgive him too.
Come, go we to the king. Our power is ready. Our lack is nothing but our leave. Macbeth is ripe for shaking. Receive whereto you may. The night is long that refines the day.
I have 2 nights watched with you and can perceive no truth in your report. When was it she last walked?
Since His Majesty went into the field, I've seen her rise from her bed, throw her nightgown upon her, unlock her closet, take forth paper, fold it, write upon it, read it, afterwards seal it, and again return to bed. Yet all this will in a most fast sleep.
Great perturbation in nature. Well, to receive at once the benefits of sleep and do the effects of watching. In this slumbery agitation, what at any time have you heard her say?
That, sir, which I will not report after her.
You may to me.
Neither to you nor anyone. Well, here she comes. And upon my wife fast asleep. Observe her, stand close.
Whence came she by the light?
Why, it stood by her. She has lain by her continually, 'tis her command.
You see her eyes are open.
Aye, but their senses are shut.
What is it she does now? Look how she rubs her hands.
Yet here's a spot.
Oh, she speaks.
Out! Damn spot! Out, I say! 1, 2. Why then, 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky! Why, my lord, why? A soldier and feared. What need we fear who knows it when none can call our power to account? Yet, who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him?
Do you mark that?
My fat wife, where is she now? What will these hands ne'er be clean? No more of that, my lord. No more of that. You mar all with this starting.
Go to. You have known what you should not.
She has spoken what she should not.
Yes, the smell of the blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. Oh.
What a sigh is there? The heart is sorely charged. Well.
Pray God it be, sir.
This disease is beyond my practice.
Wash your hands! Get on your nightgown! Look not so pale. I tell you, yet again, Banquo's buried. He cannot come out of his grave.
Even so.
There's a knocking at the gate. Come. Give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone.
Will she go now to bed?
Directly.
Oh, more needs she to divine than the physician. God protect us all. Look after her. Remove from her the cause of all annoyance, and still keep eyes upon her. So, good night. My mind, she has mated and amazed my sight. I think, but dare not speak.
Talk with your doctor about your medicines.
The English power is near. President Macbeth. Revenge is burning them, for their causes would to the bleeding and the grim alarm excite the mortified man.
Near Burnham Wood shall we meet them. That way they are coming.
What does the tyrant?
Great Dunsinane he strongly fortifies. Some say he's mad. Others that lesser hate him do call it valiant fury. But for certain he cannot buckle his distempered cause within the belt of rule.
Well, now does he feel his secret murder sticking to his hands. Those he commands move only in command, nothing in love. Now does he feel his title hang loose about him like a giant's robe upon a dwarfish thief.
Well, march beyond, to give obedience where 'tis truly owed.
Make we our march towards Burnham.
Bring me no more reports. Let them fly all. Fly, false things, and mingle with the English epicures. The mind I sway by and the heart I bear shall never sigh with doubt nor shake with fear. I have lived long enough, and that which should accompany old age as honor, love, obedience, troops of friends, I must not look to have but in their stead curses. Seaton!
What's your gracious pleasure?
What news more?
All is confirmed, my lord, which was reported. There is 10,000
geese, villain?
soldiers, sir. The English force, so easily.
I'll fight till from my bones my flesh be hacked. Send out more horses, scurve the country round. Hang those that talk of fear. Put on mine armor. How does your patient, doctor?
Not so sick, my lord, as she is troubled by thick coming fancies that keep her from her rest.
Cure her of that. Canst thou not minister to a mind diseased? Pluck from the memory a rooted sorrow, raise out the written troubles of the brain, and with some sweet oblivious antidote, cleanse the stuffed bosom of that perilous stuff which weighs upon the heart.
Therein the patient must minister to himself.
Throw physic to the dogs. I know none of it. If thou couldst, doctor, cast the water of my land, find her disease, and purge it to a sound and pristine health, I would applaud thee to the very echo that would applaud again. What rhubarb, senna, or what purgative drug would scour these English heads? Hearest thou of them? I can't hear you! Hearest thou of them? I will not be afraid of death and bane till Burnham Forest come to Dunsinane.
What wood is this before us?
Wood of Burnham?
Let every soldier hewn down a bough and bear it before him. Thereby shall we shout the numbers of our host and make air in discovery of us.
This shall be done. We learn no other. The confident tyrant keeps still in Dunsinane and will endure our setting down before it.
Let our just censures attend the true event, and put we on industrious soldiership.
The time approaches. Advance the war!
Hang out our banner on the outward walls. The cry is still they come. Our castle strength will laugh a siege to scorn. Were they not forced with those that should be ours, we might have met them, dareful, beard to beard, and beat them backward home. What is that noise?
'Tis the cry of women, my good lord.
I have almost forgotten the taste of fears. The time has been my senses would have cooled to hear a night shriek. I have supped full with horrors. Direness, familiar with my slaughterous thoughts, cannot once start me. Wherefore was that cry?
The queen, my lord, is dead.
She should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools. The way to dusty death. Out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow. The poor player who struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury. Signifying nothing. Where thou'st come to use thy tongue, thy story quickly.
My gracious, my lord, I should report that which I say I saw, but I know not how to do it.
Well, say so.
I looked towards Burnham, and anon methought the wood began to move.
Fire and flame!
Let me endure your wrath if it be not so. Within this 3 mile, may you see it coming. I say, a moving grove!
If thou speakest false upon the next tree, shalt thou hang alive till famine cling thee. If thy speech be sooth, I care not if thou dost for me as much. I pull in resolution and begin to doubt the equivocation of the fiend that lies like truth. Fear not till Burnham Wood do come to Dunsinane. And now a wood comes toward Dunsinane. Arm and out. I begin to be weary of the sun and wish the estate of the world were now undone. Ring the alarm bell! Blow wind! Come back! At least we'll die with harness on our back!
Now near enough! Your leafy screens throw down and show those like you are. Now, worthy Macduff and we shall take upon what else remains to do according to our order.
Fare you well. Do we but find the tyrant's power tonight, let us be beaten. If we cannot fight,
Make all our trumpets speak. Give them all breath, those clamorous harbingers of blood and death!
They have me tied at the stake. I cannot fly, but bear like I must fight the course. What's he that was not born of woman? Such one am I to fear or none.
What is thy name?
Thou be afraid to hear it.
No, though thou call thyself a hotter name than any is in hell.
My name's Macbeth.
The devil himself could not pronounce a title more hateful to mine ear.
Swords I smile at. Weapons laugh to scorn, brandished by man that's of a woman. Why should I play the Roman fool and fall on mine own sword? Whilst I see lives, the gases do better upon them.
That way the noise is! Tyrant, show thy face! If thou be slain, and with no stroke of mine, my wife and children's ghosts will haunt me! Still, turn, hellhound, turn!
Of all men else I have avoided thee. But get thee back! My soul is too charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword. Thou bloodier villain, than terms can give thee out!
Oh, thou losest labor. I bear a charmed life which must not yield to one of woman born.
Spare thy charm, and let the angel whom thou still serve tell thee, Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely raped!
Accursed be that tongue that tells me so, for it hath cowed my better part of man. And be these juggling fiends, if no more believe that palter with us in a double sense, that keep the word of promise in our ear and break it to our hope. I will not fight with thee.
Yield thee, coward, and live to be the show and gaze of the time.
I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet. Though Burnham wood do come to Dunsinane, and thou being of no woman born, yet I must try the last. Lay on, Macduff, and damn be him that first cries, hold, enough!
Some must go on, and yet by these I see so great a day was cheaply bought.
Hail, King, for so thou art. Behold where stands the usurper's cursed hand. The time is free. Hail, King of Scotland!
Hail, King of Scotland! We will not spend the large expense of time before we reckon with your several loves and make us even with you. By the grace of grace we will perform and measure time and place. So thanks to all at once and to each one, whom we invite to see us crowned and strewn.
Hail, King of Scotland! Hail, King of Scotland!